In the modern world, anxiety has a significant impact on how we live our daily lives. Let's discuss a few instances that may be rather familiar to us. First, assume that a teacher calls you to answer a question. Even though you are sure in your response, you may feel very apprehensive to do so. Alternatively, you may choose to think of another scenario. If you're walking down a busy street, and you feel like everyone is staring at you, you might start to feel self-conscious and let it consume you. By using these two examples, it is demonstrated that living in the actual world may be quite challenging for us. For us, overcoming such issues might be very challenging. Psychology has a concept called the spotlight effect. People often overestimate how much other people notice certain parts of their conduct or appearance in this occurrence. People experience a lot of social anxiety as a result. This spotlight effect is an odd phenomenon. Despite the many people and activities going on around you, you are still convinced that all eyes are on you. All people, but especially those who struggle with social anxiety, are very self-conscious about their behavior, and looks and assume that everyone else is doing the same. Understanding the spotlight effect might help people feel less anxious or embarrassed in social settings. If you can get to the point where you realize nobody is really paying attention to you, then you will stop worrying so much about it. However, for those with social anxiety, it can be much more difficult to recognize this fact and overcome anxiety linked to the spotlight effect. If you've ever thought about seeing a therapist or doctor, they might recommend certain medications, like antidepressants, to help you fight off emotions of dread, powerlessness, and doubt. Also, you can put the therapeutic exercises you've learned to use to manage your daily activities into practice, to boost your confidence and lessen feelings of humiliation. The problem is that everyone goes through this to some extent. But, compared to the average individual, you experience social anxiety to a different extent. There are various ways for us to overcome the spotlight effect. Firstly, we need to realize that everyone has their own concerns and is busy with their own lives. Simply being aware of the spotlight effect can help us calm down. Keep in mind that everyone around us is worried about their own issues. Thus, even if a teacher asks us something, or we may be conscious of our physical appearance, remember that not many people than you think will actually pay attention. Even if people did notice, it's unlikely that they would remember it for a long period. If you're still a little concerned, consider how frequently you take note of or recall other people's actions. Secondly, it is very important to accept ourselves first. Being validated by others is something that humans find incredibly appealing. Without a quick affirmation, we have a tendency to overthink, which can bother us the whole day. One important technique is to slowly begin accepting who we are. As long as we are aware of who we are, we won't be overly worried about how others perceive us or judge us. You must learn to regard your viewpoint more highly than other people's. As soon as we realize it, we stop caring nearly as much about what other people think. We start to understand that we can be happy for ourselves. You also realize that trying to please others puts immense pressure on you. Thirdly, it is better to ask for feedback. Asking for honest opinions from someone you can trust can be a helpful answer if you continually worry that people are judging you. You can inquire openly, rather than assume people are thinking a specific way about you or your business. Thus, it is not possible to make assumptions about what they are considering. Also, it prevents you from having the self-conscious thought that they are rejecting you or evaluating you in your brain. If you like this video, do like and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Explified.